Now hold up before y'all start cussing at me about, you know, I haven't been on since 2014. You probably started cussing in the comments or even before you clicked the shit. My bad. So, well, I can't say so much of this still been going on, but I've been trying to, you know, get myself together to do some of the things I want to do in the New Year's, and part of that including you guys. First of all, you know, I brought in my New Year. I went out to this party. Happy New Year's, by the way. I went out to this party. You know, they had like balloons falling from the ceiling, and there was like $20 and $50 bills inside the balloon. I couldn't get any of the ones with the money in it because, you know, having a whole bunch of black people around with money falling from the ceiling, you know, somebody gonna liable to get hurt, and I wasn't about to be about that life. So that was fun. I got a random New Year's kiss from somebody who I hadn't seen in 8 months, so it was weird, but you know, a win is a win, right? But this video is pretty much going to be like an update, also just kind of like with a mix of a rant and a mix of just updating about entertainment. So it's going to be a nice good smorgasbord to start the new year. And as you can see, I may not make this permanent. I'm just going to kind of see how this is. I'm in a new location. Let me know how y'all like that in the comments. I'll probably still go back to my room regardless, just because of how I like it. But anyway, let's get right into the video. So, one part of my New Year's that I did want to briefly talk about is, part of my rant, is I don't like people who, and I'm sure you can attest to this, I don't like it when people, when they meet you and they can tell that you may be a little bit well off, or you have, you know, some kind of money or something going for yourself, they try to attach themselves to your fucking hip. Like, there was somebody who I had met, and he came and we had messed around a bit, but immediately afterwards, he just started asking me, oh, can I have this? Can you give me this? Can you give me this? Like, every time I would see him, or every time he would see me, and then later on he would be like, oh, can I have some money to do this? Or can I have your password to this account? Like, I haven't known you. Mind you, when he started asking me this, I hadn't known him all of 48 hours. So for you to be asking me for $40, $50, $60, $70 for something and you ain't my dude, like, what do I look like? Do I look like the bank? Do I look like the First National? But anyways, that was what I was dealing with on my New Year's, and I'm just like, I hate people who take advantage of people just because they know that they're nice and they may have money. So let me attach myself to this person and let me take advantage of them. I hate that shit. Moving right along to some more fuckery. Sorry, y'all. I went out with two YouTubers Friday night. If you may know who they are, Diamond Style. She's one of a big YouTuber. She does like the LGBT, mostly dealing with transgender issues. She's a transgender woman herself, so if you are interested in knowing more about that community and just various facts about that, definitely go check out her channel. I'll try to remember to put her link in the bottom. But and I went out with it was Africano boy Brian birthday, if you guys are familiar with his channel. And actually, I was on one of Africano boy's YouTube videos a long time ago, back in 2011. Check out Run the World Gays. Search that, watch it, and comment what you think. But we went out for his Africano boy Brian's birthday, and we went to this raw sushi place down in downtown Houston. Beautiful place, real upscale. Even though the atmosphere was great, the food was inexpensive, so I was happy about that. And we know we're out, we're having fun, they're playing this little techno music, we're all drinking, having a good time, or whatever. And when we're about to get ready to leave, we noticed that one of a friend of a friend sat down and, you know, ate her meal or whatever, and I guess she left with another group of friends. And, well, what happened? Oh, she decided that well, I don't know if she decided. I'm not sure. I don't want to say she decided because that'd be trifling. But she got up and just left, and she hadn't paid for her meal yet. And we all sitting there like, okay, well, we're all getting ready to go, and then we noticed, I think the waiter came and was like, well, where's, you know, such and such for this ticket? We looking like, well, we paid our ticket, so I don't know what you're talking about. Then we narrowed it down to this girl, and we're like, well, shit, this girl just done left, she ain't pay a meal, and Me and Diamond looking at each other like, girl, I done gave him my coins already, so that ain't my problem. But eventually she did come back and ended up paying it, so that was good. But let's get back to the part where, so we left the sushi bar. Then we went to this Club F Bar, for those of you who are familiar with downtown Houston. Now this is kind of where I fucked up. I did. I'm following, you know, Diamond and her friend, and they park on the on one of the curbs. It's one of those bars that has like a whole bunch of, well, the people have to park on the sides of the curb, I should say it like that. So they find a parking, and I couldn't park near them because they got like the last spot. So I go further down the street, and I see like a little gap. So, but I didn't really pay attention to what the gap was. I didn't pay attention. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna park myself right in this little gap. So I got out the car. We went inside, partying for about an hour or two. But then we was like, well, we want to go to this other place because, you know, they probably played more hip hop music because they were playing like techno beats of songs. Like they would play a part of a song, then we'd be like, okay, everybody get into it. And then they just drown it out with like a big techno beat. So I was just like, oh, okay, well, this is gonna get tiring. So we moved along from there, and I go out. They said, oh, where'd you park? I said, okay, I'm parked, you know, further down the street. I said, okay, we're gonna go down there, turn around, and we're gonna meet you there. Bitch, do you know when I went to where my car was, there was that open gap and not my car? I was like, now I know I parked right here. I know that. I know it. And so they were coming around, they're like, where'd you park? I'm like, girl, my car is gone, bitch. I'm like, oh, I was just like, okay, I'm about to just go on massive genocide and go to jail because I thought somebody stole my car. Turns out my car got towed. And you're probably wondering, well, why the fuck did your car get towed? Well, it turns out during my slight intoxication, I didn't realize that where I parked was like an entrance into this little rocky driveway that was next to me. I didn't notice that. I really didn't. So they towed my shit, and instead of going to the next club, we riding around trying to figure out which impound this bitch is in. We finally found which impound it's in, and I had to pay $200 just to get my car back. Oh, I say fuck the city of Houston right now, but you know what, it was my fault, but still. So, that's pretty much how my New Year's went. Hooray for me, right? And so, another thing I wanted to talk to you guys about was one of my New Year's, I guess it's a resolution, but I was trying to kind of do this towards the end of last year and just try to, you know, eat better foods, try to cut out as much saturated fats and fast foods as possible. I know I'm going to break down every now and then, but still. But I started, ooh, Lord. I started the Focus T25 by Shaun T program, the Alpha program. I just did the cardio, which is the first workout that you do start the program. Bitch, fuck Shaun T, okay? Because Shaun T, I did that yesterday. Now mind this, I was dripping in sweat. These muscles, I believe these are the quadriceps, were burning like fuck. And just now, today, I woke up, I felt like I weighed 1,000 pounds because my whole body was just sore, and I just felt every move was just crack, crack, pop, crack, pop. You know how when you get out the bed sometimes? That's how I felt. But you know what? I'm sore as hell. I'm going to try to stretch it out, but I'm going to still do it just because I wanted to see if I stuck with it, what kind of results could I have. Because I'm trying to see if I can tone up some for the summertime, and you know, for going out on the beach, and I may go to DR this year if they ain't on some fuck shit. I might go, but continuing on with that, that's what I'm trying to do. If you guys want to follow along with what I'm doing with that, make sure you follow my Instagram at Jamar84. And moving on to just some quick entertainment stuff. This is gonna be really, really quickly. Of course, it deals with Beyonce. They, I want to say that the Scorpion show started this whole debacle when they started playing, going back to where there was this old Destiny's Child interview, and I forget who it was they were interviewing, some old white man. They was talking about, you know, introducing everybody, and Kelly introduced herself. She was like, oh, I'm the second lead vocalist of the group. And girl, Beyonce said, and you know, that subtle side eye, like, bitch, you tried it, like. But and then what y'all didn't catch was Latoya. Latoya was like, girl. But you know what? They're throwing all that shade, but it's true. It really is true. Like nobody else that I can recall in any of the Destiny's Child songs, the only people who would lead would be Beyonce and Kelly. Kelly, I believe, led Bootylicious and another song that's not gonna come to my mind right now, but they were the only two leading. Of course, Beyonce led 95%, but you know, Kelly did usually lead vocals as well. Like you never really heard Latavia or Latoya or Michelle really lead a song, so she was a second lead vocalist. So the shade, I mean, at the time it may have been, you know, Beyonce was like, girl, you tried it, but you know, overall that kind of was the truth. So it is what it is. And then Miley had this alleged quote. Though, I mean, I don't believe she really said that because she couldn't be that stupid. But she was like, you know, oh, Beyonce, you know, everybody loves her. I'm a fan of her, but you know, the people are looking for new blood, and that's what I bring to the table. I got the voice, I got the curves. Miley's shaped like a Honey Nut Cheerio cereal box, and we all know this. That's why I knew that was bullshit. When I read that line right there, I knew that just discredited everything, because there's no way in hell she would actually get on somebody's live interview and talk about she has curves of any sort, of any kind, on any part of her body. So I'm just like, Miley girl, she already said, you know, it's misquoted and shit, but I'm like, girl, I'm glad, because, girl, we would have... Anyways. And of course, Chili had that whole thing about when it said that Beehive was attacking her about what she said about Queen Bee. Girl, y'all just need to get yourself over there. I'm kind of sick of seeing that shit too, my damn self, you know. But it is what it is. The Beehive gonna do what they want to do. And the last thing I want to talk about is I want to know if any of my talented subscribers out there, because I know it's gonna take me a while to try to do this on myself. I'm not sure if you guys noticed, like other YouTubers who have like end cards, and an end card is like, if you have at the end of your video like a part where you put your previous videos or just like subscribe, and then it'll have like your information. Like I'm sure you guys have seen somebody, like if you look at Alonzo Larone's channel or Adrian Expressions, if you guys are subscribed to him, like they just have a section of their video where they have subscribe, and then they'll put their Twitter and their Instagram and other, you know, previous video where they can put that. If any of you guys are familiar with Photoshop and can make one of those for me, I would really appreciate it. Put it in my email. I put my email where I also take the advice at jamar84@gmail.com. If you guys know how to do that, please send me an email, and I will be more than happy to use it and shout you out in every episode or every video, because I really want to have one of those. I think it'd be really cool. And if you guys know how to make intros, or you know, I want to get you guys, you know, because I know a lot of y'all are really talented. If somebody could make an intro for me, I would definitely appreciate that as well. If you guys are talented in that way, hit me up on my email. If you can't hit me up on my email, better way is to tweet me. Tweet me at Jamar84. I will more than happy take a look at it and use it, and you know, shout you out. Most definitely, I'm all about that. But I'm gonna try to do it myself, just in case nobody is familiar with that. But I wanted to definitely give you guys this video, because I hadn't come in 2014 yet. But thank you guys so much for being so patient, and I will see you guys probably later on tonight if I decide to do Begasp. So yeah, Happy New Year, you guys, and I'll see you guys for the rest of 2014. Bye bye.